Welcome back, guys. It's TechMaster 101, and today I'm just going to be showing you some of the basic features that every Mac user should know. There are some good features to where if you're a new Mac user and you've just purchased a Mac and you want to learn some stuff, or if you're a long-time user who just wants to learn some cool new things. So the first basic thing you should know is some gestures, because the trackpad and the magic mouse with Macs is one of the best features in my opinion. I'm using a MacBook Pro right now, so I'll be using the trackpad. So you're gonna see how to use that. So to look at these gestures, we're gonna go into System Preferences, and we're going to go to trackpad, and then these are some of the basic gestures. So we have the tap to click one. This is one that I really prefer to use. This is standard on most laptops, but this makes it basically to where, as you can see in the picture over here, all you have to do is just tap to click. Instead of clicking the button down here, all you have to do is tap, and this makes everything much quicker, so you don't have to use two hands. You can just use one. That's pretty easy. So then the second one is the secondary click. This one is also a great gesture to have. It is, all you have to do is just click with two fingers, and that's gonna act as a right click. So that is also a good feature to use. Third one is the lookup. I really don't ever use this one, so we're actually gonna turn this off. I guess if you want to look things up, it's nice, but it's not really a great feature to use. A three-finger drag. Now this one's really, really important for me. It's so much easier to drag things around. Like up here you can see is we're just going to hold down with three fingers and we're going to move this around. It's also great for moving things into the trash, so if you'd want to take this folder and move it in the trash, that's really nice to use too. And now we're going to move just from a scroll and zoom stuff. Scroll direction. This is basically just telling you where to scroll. It's a good one to use. How to scroll is it's almost the opposite of Windows OS. You move down to scroll up. You swipe fingers down to scroll up, and swipe fingers up to scroll down. Here's some zoom features, but I don't use these features much. You could look at them and go more into depth with them if you'd like to. And then these are just some more gestures, I guess, as it says up here. The swipe between pages is a really great feature if you're on Safari or Chrome, as I use, which I'd really recommend. I like Chrome much better. You just swipe back and forth. I'll do a demonstration real quick. Just gonna Google, let's say, Google, and then, and then you go back. You swipe with two fingers, and it takes you back to that first tab you had. This is also a good feature. Also, what I recommend is if you're going to close out of apps, just hit Command Quit. It's way easier than going up here or going down here and right-clicking and hitting Quit. I guess you could do that if you wanted to, but I would just hit Command Quit. And that closes the app to where this little dot down here tells you the app's still open, kind of doing background stuff. But if there's no dot, it means the app is completely closed, it means it's quit. Swipe between full screen apps is also a really good one. So you can swipe between desktops. Also to add desktops, you're going to want to use the mission control feature, which you swipe up with four fingers, like this. And then, this is going to have your stuff up here. And to add a desktop, while you're up here in Mission Control, you're going to go over to the right over here and just hit Add Desktop. And now that desktop's over there, and you swipe over to it, and there's your new desktop. Now, these desktops are still going to keep the same stuff on them, but they're nice for multitasking. Say you have Chrome open over here, Messages open over here, and Finder or Settings open up over here. Notification Center. It's a decent one to have here, but it's not anything necessary. Mission Control, like I've already showed. Right. Come on, what are you doing? Okay, right here. App Expose. That that's not a really important one to have. I guess if you want it, I'm not exactly positive what it does, but that's not very necessary. Launchpad. That is basically, you pinch with 3 fingers, and it pulls up all your apps up here. And then to get out of it, you can just swipe up one with 3 fingers. And just show the desktop. That's if you're like in with a bunch of cluttered pages. You're gonna do is it's saying over here, and just gonna open up your screen back up for you, and you can close it back up just like that. So now we're gonna quit out of settings because we don't really need to see that. And then now we're gonna learn a little bit about about this over here. Now this is, what exactly is this called again? I forget what this is called, but this is kind of a useful thing to have. As you can see, you can add stickies over here, or the weather, but none of this is on because I have internet off. Converter over here, and if you're going to add another one of these here, you're just going to right click. You're going to go down here and hit add, and you can choose any of these to add. That's pretty simple. And then that's basically all I need to know about that. That's pretty self-explanatory. Now we're going to look into a little bit more in depth into the Finder. So Finder is, you're always going to want to have this open with a little white dot underneath it. Finder has everything in it. It's your pretty much holds all of your computer's contents on it, and you're always going to want to have it open all the time. If you quit it, you can get it back open, but it definitely doesn't help. So in Finder, you can make folders and such, like these folders and stuff like that, but it's pretty simple to add a new folder. You're just going to right click and hit new folder, and then and then with these folders to add contents, you can open it up and drag things in there or whatever you want to do. Let's get rid of that folder. So we're going to right click and hit move to trash. So now you see that folder is gone. So another cool feature in Finder is the tags feature. That's a good way to sort things out. It's kind of like a giant folder here. And when you save things, it'll ask you for tags, and you can put things into those tags. iCloud Drive is a new feature that has been added with Yosemite, and it's decent, but there's no actual application for it on other iOS devices like an iPhone or iPad. So you actually have to download another application. So I don't really know where Apple is trying to go with this, but it automatically sorts your things into folders like text edit, numbers, keynote, pages, QuickTime. I can open this up, and it has stuff in there. And then go back to iCloud Drive. And so that's all I need to know about iCloud Drive. It's not really an amazing feature that I really like very much. Now you're going to see that, let's go move on to making folders from from iCloud Drive or from iCloud in general, and moving them onto your desktop, but not removing them from iCloud. This was something I had a lot of trouble with and was really starting to annoy me, but I figured out how to actually get them onto the desktop and have them be here, and as soon as you save something into here, it also saves on your desktop. So you're going to see here, when I actually drag this onto the desktop, it's going to ask, do you want to remove it from iCloud? And you don't want to, because then it gets deleted from your other devices. So actually what you're going to do here is you're going to make an alias, is what it's called. So you're going to right click on the folder, hit make alias, and it's going to make a second one that you're going to move, that you can move anywhere, move on the desktop. And you can delete this one from iCloud. It won't affect the other one. So you delete that, and it moves here, and here is your alias. It's going to have all the same contents as this one. So you can see same contents. And that's a great feature to have, but I already have an alias here, so I'm going to drag it into here. Now, Macs don't exactly have a specific rename feature, so we're going to move on to that. So to rename something, you are actually going to right click on it and hit get info right here. and that's where you can rename things and change. You can also change the extension, but there's no extension on this because it's a folder. So this is where you can change the name, change English, blah blah blah, and it's gonna automatically save. You're gonna close it, and it's gonna save there. So next we can move on to is the trash. It's pretty simple. Just you can drag things into the trash. You can take them, remove them from the trash, and then you can empty the trash. And now it's going to look, when your trash is empty, there's not going to be anything in it. Even when one thing gets in it, it's going to look like there's a little paper ball in there. Let's put something in there. And now that paper ball is back, and we're going to keep that back out here. So we can quit the trash. Or, actually can't quit the trash, just close it. Now that you know about quitting apps, if you just want to close an app, but when you open it up, it still has the same contents, what you're going to do is you're just going to tap it. So you open it up, and quitting it, you can come in quit. But if you want to keep it open and keep the contents that you already had on there, and you just tap X and see how this little white dot is still under there. It's not quit yet. Basically, there's a couple more features I want to show you, but that's about it, guys. It comes with all of these default programs. These aren't default, but they're free when you first purchase a Mac. So Pages, GarageBand, iMovie, Kino, iPhoto, and those are all some good features to have. One cool thing that I figured out is there's actually chess downloaded on the onto your computer defaultly. So you're gonna go to the Launchpad, and you're gonna go to Other, and chess is gonna be right there, and you can play some chess against the computer right there. So, and I'm going to quit chess, and here. Now, another cool feature that I really like to use is stickies. Even when you quit them, they keep what you already had. So to get the stickies, you're going to go here to Launchpad and go to Other, and stickies is going to be right there. And now you see that you can move your sticky around by dragging it, and it's just a cool feature to have. You can have them on your desktop, or you can have them over here. And even when you quit stickies, you can see I'll quit right now. It doesn't get rid of the information, which is a really nice feature. And another cool feature with stickies is the floating window. So when you open them, and you like open Chrome, they're going to actually stay there instead of floating to the back. So if you really want to keep something important there. But if you don't have a floating window on, then you're going to open Chrome, and it's going to stay behind there. So you can change the color here, but guys, that's about it. That's basically the basics you need to learn about Macs. I know it's a lot of information jam-packed into one video, but if you're purchasing a Mac and you just want to see some cool features, and just the basic features of how to use it, and get a nice I guess what you would call easier and quicker to use, that this is the video for you. So thanks for watching, guys, and slap a like on this video if you enjoyed it. Thanks.